Hold on. Let me take a sip.
Hello.
Hi.
We're here in the studio with the microphones currently working
We hope.
on a Monday. We're killing it.
Okay. So far, so good. Improvement. Although I went to a different Dunkin' Donuts this morning.
Okay.
My ways took me like all back roads to get here, which was way more enjoyable than the usual
It's
way.
nice, right? When it got a little change up.
All the way back through Sandwich, like Race Lane to Sandwich. It was beautiful. And then I found a new Dunkin' Donuts, and I was like, "Oh, we're gonna try this. It looks nicer than the
one that time forgot."
Yeah, 100%. But I did this thing where I was gonna stop at Starbucks, because I really wanted a macchiato, and I have this thing where I think Starbucks does better espresso drinks, but the regular coffee is better at Dunks. So I have the moods, right? But I still wanted a macchiato, but I wasn't going to pass the Starbucks going this different direction. So I stopped this new Dunkin' Donuts. I thought it was going to be great. And it just confirms that like espresso drinks from Dunkin' Donuts are not the same.
They're not great.
It's okay, but Starbucks just does them better.
Yeah, I agree.
I hate to say it. So it's my only Monday morning dilemma.
I'm spoiled. We've got an espresso machine upstairs.
I know. I don't know why I don't just
wait and get a good coffee here.
I don't know.
Yeah,
why
exactly.
I really don't.
Mine's like getting cold now, so I'm sad. And it's also my second one because I've been up super early this morning. So you are in for it today.
Can't wait. I'm just waking up. I like rolled out of bed.
I've already talked to a boxer who is like super high intensity this morning.
Oh, no.
It's a lot. Yeah. It's a lot. I've had it a lot.
Oh, I saw him leaving with like a belt.
Yeah, 2 of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And then I've got to bring my girlfriend for her colonoscopy today. So
wow.
Self-care, everybody. Make sure you're doing your checkups.
Why are you involved in that?
Because you can't, they put you under.
Yeah,
so she's like,
thank God.
I know.
Thank God they put you under.
Nope. That's one of those things that you say yes to. Good night. Good night. And also I was like a little bit jealous because the prep, I'm like, how much did you lose 10 pounds? Maybe. Right? I think
you drink that stuff and you can't eat. You have to fast.
I mean, yes, it's horrendous, but you must feel nice and light, like really good about yourself afterwards.
Light.
I'm so fluid right now. I feel great.
Gosh,
I had a wild weekend. I was called last minute. 2 of my gigs canceled because of the weather.
Yeah.
So I was like, fine, yes, I'm going to have a weekend. I'm going to have nothing to do. No. I got a phone call. The Boston DJ canceled for this Greek baptism.
Oh.
Okay, well, I've never DJ'd a baptism before. I've never DJ'd a Greek anything before. So what?
Also, what?
Sure.
What kind of baptism is it where you need a DJ?
Oh,
all
they
the
had
baptisms I went through were like quiet, so many hours long church service, and then you had to sit there quietly, and I just remember like clicking together my little white patent leather shoes for like hours at a time, and then you go to your aunt's house and it's like finger food, and you get in trouble for getting grass stains on the dress your mother bought you because you grew out of the other baptism dress. Apparently that's what I remember.
Not this one there was like a
full
bar
party?
with a bartender under a tent, 3 different restaurants worth of food that were served, past appetizers.
Greek.
Oh yeah.
Fun.
Food up the wazoo, dance floor, floral arrangements on every table. Yeah. There were so many people that they wheeled in another
is
table.
So not the way to go.
I was like, wow, this is wow. It was impressive, first off. And secondly, I loved it. I had a great time.
Is it like
they had a great time with me?
Is it like the Greek version of a bat mitzvah?
Yeah, it's like my big fat Greek wedding, only it's a baptism. Honestly, it didn't really matter who the player was in the party.
Oh, cool.
It was like, yeah, we're doing this also.
I love that. I love that.
Whether it's a wedding, it seems to me as if this is how parties go.
Yeah.
For this family. And it was just, I was really blessed to be a part of it and saw a lot of people. It was a who's who.
That's awesome.
Of parties.
And excuse me, ma'am, what happened Friday?
Well, I ended up in Provincetown.
Yeah.
I ended up going out at 9 p.m. I was out until 2:00 in the morning with my aunt and uncle.
Wow.
These are words that do not get uttered by Stephanie.
Could not be me.
No.
Could not be me.
No. This does not happen.
Where were you out? And Pete, what is out
Everything
there?
is still open at that point in time. I know, right? So we ended up at the Old Colony, which is like,
oh yeah,
it's a fisherman's bar. Even Anthony Bourdain himself said that this is the place where fishermen go to drink.
Yeah.
This is the town
I mean,
bar.
you walk in and they're still in their overalls. It's like, that's,
Also,
fine.
Governor Bradford has karaoke 7 nights a week. So, did Stephanie start singing show tunes in Little Mermaid? She definitely did.
Wow.
There is a video of that.
I was like, is there photographic evidence?
There is a video of me singing Little Mermaid in a bar.
I'm gonna need that.
Yeah, I mean, it was
Which
pretty
one?
fantastic.
You have a variety of options in Little Mermaid. Which track do we go with?
So we went with part of your world. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yep.
I wouldn't have had it any other way.
Yeah. So there I was in a fisherman town singing Fisher Girl songs.
I love it. Was that the inspo? You were like, this is what I'm gonna do.
This is what I'm doing. Yeah. I said this is what we were about. So we ended up, they had end of season parties, kind of like Christmas parties.
Yeah.
So a lot of the restaurants and bars were closed, but then they were inviting people into the party afterwards.
That's cool.
So yeah, we just got pulled into like,
thing to do.
oh, it so was, with like just sitting amongst drag queens playing regular bingo, ordering drinks at their company Christmas party.
Amazing.
That is in September. It was amazing.
I love that. Because the high tourist season is gone. Everybody that's here are locals or homeowners or renters. So it's a tight-knit community up there. So it makes sense.
So I ended up driving Miss Daisy around town because her husband left her for his family. And she ended up in Chatham with her girlfriends who have a house out there. All the girls she played softball with in high school.
It's fun.
Oh, yeah. So it was an incredibly funny afternoon that I was just like, I'm never getting home. I'm never getting home.
Well, that's what it was like.
I'm like, Tori, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We'll podcast later. And I was like, or we just don't. That's fine too. Listen, life gets in the way. That's the point. Otherwise, we'd have nothing to come and podcast about.
Yeah, right. So let's get into our horoscope.
Ask me about my weekend?
Oh, yeah. How was your weekend? I'm sorry. So selfish. I had so many moving parts to mine.
Excuse me.
How was your weekend?
I learned to scuba dive for the first time.
Oh, I knew you were like, this was a new goal.
Yeah.
Did you do it in a pool?
Yes.
Okay.
It is super fucking weird.
Yeah, it is.
It's very weird. There's a lot of different things to manage. And
you took your like swimming test because there's part of that.
Yes. Yeah. My favorite part was they looked at me first and they were like, do you feel like you're a good swimmer? And I was like, yeah, this is going to be just fine. But then you put the gear on. The gear weighs as much as I do.
Yeah.
Tanks and backpacks and like inflators and there's terms and you've got a mask on and the mask is fogging. It is so, and then you've got like tubes and compasses and computers. There's a lot of gear and I knew there was going to be, and I knew it was going to be heavy. And of course, like in the water, it's not as more heavy. Manageable, but getting out of the water, like climbing up the pool ladder, because you have to practice what this stuff feels like and walking around. It's like half of my body weight.
She's a tiny human.
Yes. The swimming, you have to learn how to swim and coordinate with all the stuff on, which is a lot.
Yeah.
And then in the middle of it, you're thinking, you're going down. People who have scuba dived before, they'll understand this. You got all the gear. You're like deflating your thing, starting to swim down. You're sinking. You're on your tummy. You're then like trying to clear your mask, trying to
it is a good skill to learn, though.
Trying to breathe, and then suddenly you're like, gotta remember to breathe because you can't hold your breath. So now you're breathing out your mouth, breathing out your nose, clear your mask. It's all crazy. And then suddenly your brain goes, I should not be underwater this long. And you look up and it like is a totally weird sensation that you're so focused on managing all the different pieces on how to breathe underwater that it took a second to realize, like, I've been underwater for a long time now, just swimming, and I'm not dead. So this is new. I don't necessarily think the sport is made for really small people. I think some of it, like,
that's okay. You're going to gather a lot of strength from it, though.
Yeah, they should make kid-size stuff. Like, I wish they had like a kid-size tank because the thing is the entire size of me. There's just it's a lot of stuff.
Right.
But I mean, I'm learning. I got one more pool dive, and then we go to Aruba.
That's so exciting.
Yeah, my dad wanted to learn how to do that. Well, it escalated. It was like, I'm going to go to Aruba for 3 or 4 days. And I was like, that sounds like fun. And then he was like, I'll go for a week. And I was like, well, if you go for a week, I'll come down for a weekend because you don't need to be alone the whole time. Like, I'll come bug you.
Right.
And then suddenly it was, well, if I'm down there, I might scuba dive. And I was like, well, I want to do that now. And now suddenly we're on a 10-day vacation where we're learning to scuba dive in Aruba, which is pretty much.
I'm not mad at you for it. I think it's great.
It'll be really, really fun, but there's a lot of prep. and learning and breathing. The regulator like falls out of my mouth because I'm so little. I'm working on it, guys.
You'll figure
if
it
you
out.
have any tips, if you're a small statured human or you are a scuba diver and know small statured humans that scuba dive, I need to understand like the right kind of wetsuits to wear, like what to wear, what women wear underneath their wetsuits.
She
like,
needs some kitty gear.
I don't. Yeah, I have fins and a mask, and a snorkel. But everything else I need and I don't understand, and I've spent hours and hours trying to research and I still don't get it. So help.
You'll get used to it.
Yeah. Okay, that was my weekend. All right, that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to ask for help to my listeners.
What pool did you go in?
Duxbury High.
Oh, perfect.
Do you know how nice it is?
It is really nice.
They have high schools up there have a pool.
I know.
And I said to my dad, we were walking in, I was like, it is absurd that Cape Cod high schools do not have swimming pools.
Well, I mean, we are on the ocean. I mean,
yeah, but it's not like we have swimming teams that
Sandwich does.
Well, that's true. But
I think we have one town that has a pool.
Correct. But you would think with the need of people to learn to swim because we live by the ocean.
Right.
Or like the interest in swimming teams because we live near the water.
Right.
We have sailing teams,
it would be more
but no
of a
swimming
thing.
teams.
Yeah, it is bizarre.
Right?
We're advocating for more pools. I'm down for it. All right, let's get to the horoscope, find out what kind of day we're going to have. Actually, these are our weeks. Aries, resist any idle chatter. Saturday is going to be your lucky day. Taurus, someone you live with might be feeling neglected. Wednesday is for you. Gemini, praise will be yours if you're pursuing some goals. Thursday is your lucky day. Cancer, Saturday is your lucky day. Put your effort into making some changes on your domestic scene. Leo, use your own ideas to further your interests. Thursday, your lucky day. Virgo, someone left a real mess for you to sift through.
Oh.
Wednesday is for you. Oh, great. Which means if somebody left him a mess, I'm going to have to deal with that. That is what that means. Great.
Sorry, Dad.
Libra, you're going to have a problem holding on to your cash this week. Thursday is your lucky day. Scorpio.
I'm shocked that's not my horoscope. But keep going.
Yeah, right. With vacations and all of this
and
stuff.
all
It's
the
just
gear
money
I
out
need
the
to
window.
buy. It's
yeah.
ridiculous.
Scorpio, you should get involved in competitive sports this week. Sunday is for you.
Oh, that's a good one.
Sagittarius, you might overspend if you travel this week. However, your trip will be one to remember. Saturday is a great day for you.
Who is that?
That's Sagittarius. Capricorn, be careful when using machinery or electrical equipment. Good thing I don't use those.
They're so specific.
I know. Saturday is my day. Aquarius, unexpected events may upset your routine. Sunday for you. Pisces, you can learn valuable information if you listen and observe what others are doing and saying. Thursday is your lucky day.
Okay.
There you go. Weekly horoscopes for you. That's all I got.
It is what it is.
You ready to get into what's roasting?
Yeah, we shall. I mean, if we don't hit the nail on the head right away, everybody's talking about it. I'm talking about it. I like barely slept. I was thinking about it so much.
Why?
Because I think it's amazing. I think it's absolutely amazing.
Taylor and Travis Kelce.
Yes. Listen.
I laughed my ass off. I got sucked into some stupid reel / TikTok, whatever, about the explanation of their relationship from some girl who is just ranting.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there, I'm like, wow, she's got a lot of time.
Yeah.
A lot of time to think about this relationship.
But I think, who knows if it's a relationship or it's just the cusp of something. And I think either way, it's great. But yeah, she go and explain like he tried to give her a friendship bracelet and she didn't talk to people before a show.
Yeah.
And I guess they connected somehow. And I don't know. He said he had a thing for her. He tried to give her a bracelet with her phone number.
So this video went deeper than that because it was the fact that this girl knows that Taylor is I forget what football fan team that she's a fan of. I think it's Green.
Packers?
I don't know. She's a fan. So they basically thought of the Super Bowl happening and then she would break his heart at the end of it and come out in halftime. And
oh my God.
Like it was like a whole scenario that I'm sitting there going, oh my God.
There's too much.
There's a lot happening.
Too much for that. But what we do know is that she went to his football game at Arrowhead Stadium, sat in his box with his mom.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Cheered. And I love that. She wore the jacket. She had her red lipstick on. She was hanging around. It was like a nice Sunday for her. She was talking to and laughing with his mom and the people in the box. And I saw a video where he scored a touchdown and she chest bumped somebody. Like she's just in this fall girl, I'm going to have fun era. And I really like it for her. I think she's been so quiet. Joe Alwyn relationship was so quiet. And before that, I think she felt so much shame around dating and being seen by people and what relationship was going to get blown up in the media. And now you can tell she doesn't care. She's having fun with it and she's lighter with it. And
yeah,
I love it. I
feel
love
like
that.
she's met her match as far as like showboating fun. Like it just seems fun.
Yes.
And I'm happy for that.
I think they have such homegrown roots too.
Yeah.
They're both from, homegrown families that were really successful and made it big.
Yeah.
And I think there's some camaraderie there. And yeah, I think just the way that they're treating it is fun.
It's just familiarity a little bit. And it's a good fit. I feel like it's a good match.
And the older brother is like talking about it on the field, kind of, but kind of not. Announcers are making her song references when he makes a play. Like, I think it's so fun. What it's just catchy.
It is cute.
Yeah. And I am jealous of the fact that she's able to just be so out there with her love interest now.
Yeah.
And she just puts it out there. She's like, yeah, like I think I might have a thing for this guy and I'm going to go for it.
With all of the eras
put it out there.
Stuff, I feel like this is such a return to You Belong With Me.
Yes.
Like it's like really.
Yeah. It's totally a return to, people are making album references. Barstool already put out a t-shirt.
Yeah.
That said, like, Loving Him was red because that's the color of his jersey. Like, I think everybody's having a lot of fun with it. And yeah, I just love the fact that she's just like, yeah, I'm dating. I have a thing for this guy. We're hanging around. I'm going to put it out there. And I think that's great. I struggle with that.
It's cute and I like it.
Yeah.
It is. I really like it.
Yep. Speaking of football.
Usher, that was the big plans that he has been slated for halftime show.
I don't hate it. I think he's a good performer. And I'm hoping that he just does a regular show.
That's never going to happen.
Ugh.
I think that everybody expects way too much from it now, that it's got to be this big, huge to do.
Yeah.
And especially since he's an R&B artist. Like if it was a guitar-based band, I would think that it would be a regular show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like an Aerosmith with like pyrotechnics. But being Usher, I feel like there's going to be a lot of production. Yeah. CGI. He is famous for his collaborations. So
I hope
like
that
what
would be
collaborations
fun if he brings people out.
Yeah.
I think that'll be great.
Because you went and saw the Sinners and Saints tour, right?
Friends and Lovers.
Friends and Lovers.
Yes.
I knew it was something.
Yeah.
But that it's like, okay, now here's this one I did a collab with. Here's this one I did a collab with. So I feel like that's what it's gonna be if we get Usher, which I'm not mad about.
I'm hoping also for lots of dance moves and maybe big dance teams on the stage and stuff like that. I think it'll be really fun because he's known for that. I think it's a good choice.
Yeah,
I think it's multi-generational. I think it'll be a fun show. Yeah. I think it's cool. I think Gen Z will be like, who is this? But listen, you guys don't know anything yet, so it's fine.
You're like that anyway. So
yeah, it's true.
What's the difference?
You're not going to give a shit regardless. It's just how you guys roll.
Yeah, I do like it. I like it a lot. Very bizarre. Speaking of collaborations, I saw.
How did these two meet?
I don't know.
And how are they friends?
I don't know. So Justin Timberlake and Tiger Woods opened a sports bar together in New York City, and I'm like,
do they have similar managers? And they're like, if you guys want to capitalize on this together, I don't know. It's such a bizarre pairing.
It's aptly named T Squared Social in Manhattan. So it's the Nexus Luxury Collection, 8 a.m. golf. So there's going to be golf themed craft cocktails, mocktails.
This is bizarre.
It is really weird, right?
It's a very weird mashup. I don't understand why they think this is going to make money. To be
Timberlake and Tiger.
Yeah, I don't. And why Justin Timberlake would want to have anything to do with Tiger Woods.
Right. I understand why Tiger Woods would want that collab because we've got our NSYNC
Justin Timberlake is branded with the Trolls franchise. You're in little kid mode and stay loyal to your wife. We've already gotten in trouble for that a couple times. Why would you associate with Tiger Woods? Why? How do you think this is good for your brand?
I don't know. Well, he does like golf, right? Yeah.
I don't know. Don't all guys like golf though? Is that a personality trait or just
a gentleman's game? Except for your Tiger Woods and on Ambien. Sorry, I think it's a bad matchup.
I agree. That's what I don't understand.
Justin Timberlake does not need him, but I guess if you're gonna put your name out there with
Justin
golf.
Timberlake open the bar? That's what you want a bar? Go open a bar.
Yeah.
Tiger Woods, you want to open a bar? Go open a bar.
That seems like the celebrity thing, though. One of them gets the booze aspect, and now we've mixed the sport with the booze.
Yeah, I'm not here for it.
I don't know.
I can't.
It's unnecessary.
Tiger Woods would have had a easier time opening like a drug company. That would have made sense to me.
All right. Another collaboration I'm not quite really understanding, and we're heading to the fashion world, is your Lenny Kravitz and the big scarf.
I don't get it. I'm not going to lie to you. But it's also Lenny Kravitz, so I think you just stop asking questions. But I like the fact that he used it in he posted on TikTok for the first time, and he featured the scarf.
Yeah.
I think that's all in good fun, though. Like, I know what I'm known for. It just makes
me laugh because it just reminds me of a middle-aged housewife that's working on her knitting. Like, that's the scarf that he's wearing.
Yeah. Yeah, it reminds me of like
it's like a Saturday Night Live episode when it's like fall is here, get out the big sweater.
Of a little old grandma sitting in a chair who has an accent, but you actually don't know where the accent's from. You know what I mean? You're like, I think this is some Eastern European, but I don't know if anybody by asking what it is.
Yeah.
Like some Slovakian, some, you know?
I think that's going to be the title of this episode. I don't get it. Did I miss something? He is known for his outrageous fashions.
It looks like he pulled the blanket off the back of the couch.
It was like, oh, I'm cold. This is fine.
Like he had a stain on his t-shirt, so I'll just put this over it, and now it's a fashion statement. I can get away with it because I'm Lenny Kravitz. Like, no, you can't. You're still gonna get roasted. By the way, you're gonna get roasted.
Yeah, and more. I don't get it. We've got our bizarre couple alert. Hulk Hogan
She's
married.
Only 45 because she looks older.
Well, I feel like when you get to that platinum phase of your life,
if you're 45 and still dyeing your hair, well, I should not offend anybody.
No, definitely don't. But I mean,
it's not that you're blonde, it's the shade of blonde.
Yeah.
If it's fake Playboy bunny blonde in your nearing 50, I just want to add a little bit of honey to it. That's all. You can be blonde, but like let's make it.
But her whole thing is like 25-year-old pinup at 45. And
really?
I mean, just looking at her, it's like I'm holding on to my
Daily
youth. First off, the name, I can't.
Is that her real name?
Once again, things we don't get today.
Or
like the Isle of Sky. He's 70 though.
That doesn't really bother me.
No,
because again, she looks. I don't know. It's Hulk Hogan, so
right,
he can date whoever he wants. But
it's kind of like Ice-T and Coco. Like she just is channeling Coco wannabe to me.
Wow, actually, all of the photos that come up of her are with him, so that's a good sign. They've been together for a while, I guess. Where did she come from?
I don't know.
Oh, we literally don't know.
No,
nothing about her. Why do we have a podcast if we don't know a single thing about her?
Well, I mean, it's not like, to be fair, she's Hulk Hogan's wife. I mean,
yeah, but did she do anything to become Hulk Hogan's wife?
No, I just think she fit the bill of what he likes to look at.
Born and raised in Clearwater, Florida.
That tracks.
Her birthday is on the 17th of July. She's a Cancer.
What's her career?
She's a professional yoga instructor and accountant. Yeah, so your job is being Hulk Hogan's wife.
Right.
Okay. That's perfect. I just wanted to confirm. Like, she looks like she was like retired, model, Sports Illustrated model. No, she's probably not Sports Illustrated status, but you know what I mean? One of those.
Oh, he definitely bought those. Speaking of bought those, let's get into the Kardashians, shall we? Because they seemingly won't leave me alone in my life. American Horror Story. Kim is in one of the new episodes.
I heard she's pretty good. I think she's in the whole season.
Ugh.
But I heard she was okay.
I like Emma Roberts. So Kim Kardashian, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, I guess they've had a thing, or they're having a thing. I don't know. Apparently football boys are like the way to go.
That's what the Kardashians
I missed that era. I really did. That was not on my 2023 bingo card to date a football player. It should have been.
Why not? It's seemingly the thing that everybody's
doing.
I'm
in kind of like a nerdy spot at the moment.
Well, if it's good for Taylor, it's good for everyone.
I know. I should have gotten the memo. I would have added a little variety to the dating pool. No, I'm kidding. I'm not.
Box of rocks for jocks.
We're not.
It's fine. They look cute. So she's digging that.
Can they make sentences though?
I think some can. Some are
Travis
actually
Kelce
intelligent.
He seems pretty okay.
Right?
He had a TV show at one point.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Beckham Jr. Like, not a thing.
He's got a big ego.
Well, don't they all? Isn't that like a prerequisite?
I think that's a good fit for her, though.
Oh, I disagree. Actually, I would love to see her with somebody like super low key.
That's boring for her. She needs that. She's an adrenaline junkie.
I would love to see her with somebody who was like a businessman, investor, lawyer, who like let her do her thing. And then when she came home, he was like, this is how this is actually going to go.
No, these girls like the drama. They really do. They'd be very bored if they did not have that. Kourtney Kardashian under investigation, I guess.
This is so funny to me. She got a permit for a party for 95 people through the town that she dubbed as a baby shower. And then it was a Poosh branding event and 600 people showed up. What did you think is going to happen?
I feel like it's a double duty thing that you were like, okay, well, we're here. We might as well do this. And we might as well make it a Poosh event.
And then you invite 600 people?
I still hate that name. I don't even like saying
I don't understand. Again, what? Things I don't understand. Things I don't understand.
I don't like it.
Who Beckham Jr. is, why we're into football players, where the hell Sky Daily came from, what is up with the big scarf,
and
why did we pick the name Poosh?
Yeah,
it just sounds like it sounds like. Oh God.
Well, it sounds like what Doja Cat is calling the plastic surgery in her new song appeared to call out all of the Kardashians for being plastic on her new song WT Vagina, which is dropped on Friday.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. It Poosh to me sounds more like a vagina.
Plastic vagina?
No, or I was gonna say like a soap. Right?
Where's my Poosh?
Yes. like on the bottle in the shower? No. Because it's true.
It's a vaginal wash.
Right. I'm crying. I'm laughing so hard. That would have made more sense to me than pills. Sorry, vitamins. Whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, right. Whatever it is that you people are doing over there. No.
With your plastic butt.
Doja, I agree with you. You're not well liked right now.
Yes. Yep.
Oh. So after that, I mean, we ready to end this day with Disney because seems like it's topical.
After all of that. No, just an important thing to know that Disney Plus is increasing their prices. That's all you got to know.
Everyone's increasing their prices
from $10.99 to $13.99. And then they kind of came out and said, well, our initial strategy was to make it cheap enough where you guys all flocked to us and we could compete with everybody. And now that you're all here, we're going to actually make you pay.
And that seems to be the way that everyone is going about business is they lure you in with their low cost or this is an added value to something. And then all of a sudden they start charging you for it and they hope you don't notice it on your bill. Like this is where even Amazon.
You know what I have a massive problem with?
What?
Boston Globe. I even subscribed to the Boston Globe for like 5 years and I can't get out of it. Can't get out of it.
Like I don't even know what card it's on.
And it was one of those things where like
charging me.
Read this article for $1.99 and you're like, well, I really want to read about this thing, so I will. And now suddenly I'm paying $25 a month and I can't figure out how to cancel it.
Yeah, that's me with the two New York.
And
papers.
so I canceled Hulu and I canceled Disney Plus because I couldn't figure out how to cancel the Boston Globe. I was like, I'm at my budget.
Like, shit, I'm just canceling everything because I don't know what to do anymore. And I don't even know what's attached to what.
Cancel my cards?
Well, because now it's like they're like layers. So you can buy one thing off of another service that you have. So we were trying to figure out where we were getting our HBO Max from because we knew it was layered onto another service that we had.
Yes.
And we just didn't know which service it was. It's a racket. And I'm telling you, it's a shit show.
And it gets a little bit confusing too. We have a separate cable service up in Maine that we do in internet than we do down here. So there are streaming services that are applicable to Xfinity versus to Spectra. It's a whole. I can't keep track, but I did watch Finding Nemo to prep for my scuba diving this weekend on my dad's Disney Plus. So I will say that $2, $3 upcharge is my father's problem, not mine.
It's your problem now, Dad. I don't think that I would ever equated Finding Nemo to
Just keep
your
swimming.
scuba diving.
Well, I was like, get ready to go see the corals and the
Like
fish
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, or like actual,
No.
maybe some, I don't know, Jacques Cousteau documentaries. Like, no, we're watching Finding Nemo.
Yes, the mental preparation.
Wallaby Way, everybody.
42 Wallaby Way, Sydney. It's like the 2 addresses every kid knows: their home address and 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney.
Somebody said there was a place where it was uttered, and then someone was like, I don't even get that. I was like, Finding Nemo, never mind. I was like, I almost not
I was just
became
studying
friends
my
with someone.
whale, okay? I figured I could study speaking whale.
There you go. You want to give us a little whale on the way out, Tori?
No, we'll save that for next week. I gotta study a little more.
Perfect. Get perky with us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Still having it. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. The First Shot Morning Show. I'm like dying still. I can barely
Perfect.
get through it. I'm
Monday.
laughing. So
I love
hard.
it. Have a good one, everybody.
Bye.
The First Shot Morning Show is produced by Lemonadio. When life gives you lemons, make radio. We encourage everyone to listen happier.com.